Never mind.
It's very easy to separate Gen Z and millennial. Gen Z will say my boyfriend, you are saying my partner. You are old.
I don't like it. It's not like I don't like it.
I
No,
don't want to do
it
it.
in my egg.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
It's not my egg. Why? Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is ᵒલેᵘൃᵃ. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Today we're going to be trying to find the middle ground between millennials and Gen Z. It's the third time I recorded this video.
One tired.
One tired.
So, I actually think we found the middle ground. So,
we found it the first two times, but we'll try again to find it for people. Anyway, today I'm joined by
Deborah.
What's that?
Felicia.
Okay, so before I start to ask people the questions that you want to just to find the middle ground, how do you guys feel being here with me, with this celebrity? This big.
Hi guys. So for me, I'm excited to be here because this is my first time being featured on anybody's YouTube channel. So yeah.
I'm not really that
I just did
excited.
Gen Z stuff. I just did it.
You're not really that excited, why?
No, this is no.
Yes. You don't even know why you want to know. You're asking each other.
How do you
so,
feel being here, Jerry?
Me, I don't know, because it's Sunday afternoon. I like to sleep after church, but then I'm here, so I mean.
I can say
But I'm also like I'm a seasoned YouTuber. You can check out my channel. Your posts.
okay, so it's a normal thing for me, like. But I'm excited to be here again. This because I'm getting to know
The way what?
our
Old people ask. Okay, so first question for the millennials, bro. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I have one millennial, another Gen Z, and somebody in the middle. But yeah. Anyway, how do you people see us for the topic? I'm asking you. You are representing your people.
Gen Z's. I can see generation. Gen Z generation. The Gen Z generation.
generation. That's what they're
The
saying.
Gen Z's. They are different. They are different. I like them for certain reasons. I don't like them for certain reasons. The main reason why I do not like them and why a lot of people don't like them, because I have a lot of them around me. Not in that kind of way. Like I just. I like to play that. I just know a lot of them because I have a junior one and she has plenty of friends and we're cool all the time. My only problem with them is that they are rude. They don't know when to stop. But then I really like that they are out there breaking barriers. So yeah, up chances.
Okay, so can you stop the video and start again? Okay, so for me, I agree with like what he said. I like Gen Z's because they are very, very creative. They think outside the box, and they like to. I mean, they are changing the narrative, right? They are doing great stuff, and I love that. And like he said as well, Gen Z's are rude. My God, you guys are very, very rude.
Extremely.
But one thing that he didn't say that I would like to add is Gen Z's work approach and even life approach. I'm not even say only work, life approach as well. A lot of Gen Z's they lack tenacity. So at any slight inconvenience, right, they are ready to run, they're ready to deal. And that's not how to do life, right? There has to be some level of tenacity, resilience when you are dealing with life or going through life, so that at least you can grow through certain things, you can express certain things, have life lessons that will help you not make certain mistakes in future, and will even help you guide those behind you. But I've realized that with a lot of Gen Zs, they lack that, right? Everybody just feels like once I don't vibe with it, I'm not doing. Once you're giving me bad vibes, negative vibes, bad energy, they want to run away, and that's not how life is. So, in a sense, what are you doing? In a sense, they think they are growing, but then they're not.
Do you agree with them that were rude? Or do you agree with what they said about us?
Yes.
Everything.
And now, yes, now we are creative. Are we not creative? We are creative now. But yes, at every slight inconvenience. Not every. See, it's not even only about Gen Z self. Some millennials, they don't like inconvenience. So they stress.
No, nobody likes inconvenience, but we have.
Do you think that the under 23 babe being is a myth? Like, do you think it's true or is it not true?
You've asked this question before, and I do understand it again. Can you guys explain it?
No,
I
we're
still don't
not
understand
even
the
done
question now.
explaining. I think that's the only thing cut.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we're still explaining.
Eh.
That's why you told us your gist.
No, we're explaining
now. Why they explain this one
now?
now? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Just
So-
in case you're confused, at the video, you've done it like 4 times. Sorry.
Yes.
Now explain.
So when we say under 23 myth, is like the age gap, like dating gap between older millennials and like younger, well, you would like to say older GenZ's, but like
Gen Z sharp, babe sharp.
so you know how people always say, if you're active on Twitter, you most likely know like what we're talking about. There's always like banter about older men or millennials not dating girls that are under the age of 23 because they are so young. Yeah. So that's basically the myth. So that's what we're trying to discuss here.
Okay, so
Would you date someone under 23?
would I date someone under 23? No, not because. Sorry, yes, actually, because I see them. I mean, I don't think you should like. There should be. How would I put it? Like, if you're going to date someone, I don't think this is a personal opinion. I don't think the age gap should. I don't think the age gap should be that much. Max 2-3 years. It's me, it's personal. I don't know how any other person feels about it. And like I said before, guys go for younger babes. Again, before I say this is not what me I do. I'm just saying this, that I'm generalizing on behalf of my men. Guys go for younger babes because it's lesser effort. You don't have to put in as much effort that you would if you were toasting an older person. Let me explain, like I explained before in the previous 2 videos that we have done. So it's easier. Like, the sweet words are easier for them to chop because how many sweet words are they heard? They heard it from their university boys. How many sweet words in this one? You have experience, you have a wealth of experience because you have been giving them since like you're 19, now you're like 26, 27. You have like 8 years experience of dropping lines that they have probably not heard. And I mean, if you are spending on a 26-year-old or a 27-year-old working class babe, the amount you be spending is not, it's the amount you spend on an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old. Not, I mean, you can't compare it. It's incomparable. So lesser efforts, easier targets. It's not something I do, but again, that's why guys discuss. I mean, it's easier. Yeah.
You older men.
Okay,
She
so
does older men. She.
okay, so for me,
do
when
older.
I was shut up, bro. Okay, so for me, when I was within that age bracket, I used to be very livid and upset whenever I used to hear people say, oh, 26, 25, 27-year-olds should not date under 23 babes. Because in my head that time, I felt I was very, very mature, right? And obviously my friends around me will always say, oh, amidst my peers, I was mature. So see me thinking, okay, I am mature enough to date an older person. But then I've come to realize as I've grown older that your life experiences and realities are different. So while you are like under 23, a good number of people, I know like okay, at 20 a lot of people finish uni if things are normal, but let's just say that usually between the age of, let's say 8, I'm not going to say 17 please, 18 and 22, 23, a good number of people are still in the university. Now, the people that you're dating that are like that are like 27, 28, 29, whatever, they are already working. Your realities in life are different. So this is a personal opinion for me. I always feel like until you're 25, right, your age gap between, like as a babe, the age gap between you and the guy that you are dating or whatever should not be like max 5 years. Anything more than that, I feel like is not right. That the dynamics are different. It's easy for these people to manipulate you because, like he said, they have a lot of experience. They already know, like, they know what to say. They know certain things to do. And this is you. You're young. You think that this person is literally like very, very interested in you and everything. And because you're dating a much older person, there's this subconscious need to want to impress the person. So you're acting, you're like, instead of you to like be yourself, grow up at your own pace and at your own time. You see yourself wanting to do things to impress this person. You want to show that, okay, yes, you are old enough, you are mature enough to be with a much older person. So, and in my opinion, that's not what you need at that point in time. You are in your somewhat formative years, and that's the time of your life where you're supposed to be deciding who you want to be as a woman, as a person, and then figure out, okay, these are the things I want, these are the things these are the things I don't want out of life. But at that point in time, because you're dating somebody much older, you see yourself wanting to, oh my god, you see yourself wanting to impress the person. That's even on one aspect. There's also the aspect of your realities being different. So you guys are having a lot of fights over like something that is totally normal and unnecessary. In our previous video, I gave a gist and I think I have to give it again just for context and so that we can shut up.
You know what? 18, as for dating a 34-year-old.
That's a bloody lie. So at this point, I think I was between like 19 to 21 thereabouts, like within that age range.
And then has changed that much.
I said under 23 now. I said under 23. I said under 23. Oh, what did I say? What was the age range I said before? Are you listening to this too? Deborah, what was the age range I said before? Be honest.
You said 2022. Now you're going to 19.
What did I say? I said 19.
Very soon.
Under 23.
You'll be 15.
No. So at this point, me and this person were not dating, right? But we already knew, like, okay, we would most likely date. We were in our talking stage, let's put it that way. And I was in university that time. I did not have worries in life. I mean, if anything was making me worried, it would have been school. I mean, it was school at that point in time. I didn't have so many things that were bothering me at that point in time. But here I was dating somebody that was already working and working in a place that was very, very demanding. So a lot of times I want to speak to my partner, I want to talk to him, I want to do a lot of things, but why should you laugh? Never mind, I'm sorry about that. So why is everybody looking?
No, now the way you just started laughing in the middle of
I'm sorry, I said something. Never mind.
It's very easy to separate GenZ and millennials. GenZ will say my boyfriend, you are saying my partner, you are old. Then he will say boyfriend because they are not thinking of anything.
So at that point in time, I would want to talk to him and everything. I mean, he was trying his best, and also days, I feel like he could have done better. But then, for the most part, if I'm being fair, he was doing his best at that point in time. But because our realities were different, I would always want more. Like, I was demanding more time, more attention, more this, more that. And at times, he would apologize. He would try to, like, make out time for us to talk and everything. And sometimes it's changing for me, like, oh, I'm stressed. Because life was, like, really giving it to him at work at that point in time. But then, I did not understand it at that point in time. I was vexed a lot of times. Much later, when I left school and I got into real world, real life, and I started to experience certain things, I now understood why, okay, it's not like this person did not care about me. It's not like this person did not want to make out time for me. It's just that life was choking him at that point in time. So that's what I'm saying. Like your realities are different. If you're within that age bracket and you're dating somebody in school, you people have the same schedule. It's easier for you to be changing it for him if he's not giving you time. What are you doing? Did you pass the same class that all of us are doing? So, but then with someone that is working, that's not what it is. And this again is my personal opinion. Are there people that are within that age bracket that date older men and it works? Definitely. If it works for you, that's fine. But from what I have seen and what I've learned, the cons are more than the pros. So that's what I have to say.
You already get older man.
No what?
It's a simple question.
Wait, silence breaking.
I didn't even hear the question.
Why did I shout don't? Do they older men? I mean, like, you know,
Do you have any issues dating older?
Do you have any
men?
issues dating older men?
And what's your cap?
Very good.
Okay.
Bro, do you have a cup?
Do you have any issues dating older men?
When you mean older men, be specific.
Like people that are older than you now.
What's your
What's your
above
cap? What's your
23,
cap?
where
What's
would
your
you-
cap?
Okay, like where would you stop? What age would you stop? Where do you say I cannot do?
25, 26. Speak up. 25, 26.
26.
I think I think we all know why you're saying 25.
25. Actually, 25. Yes.
But circumstances, if things happen, things occur.
Actually, 25.
Nigeria should do that. Constance.
Yeah, now, if eventually, yeah, the relationship is getting to more than 1 year, 2 years, the person's age too be growing up now.
Okay, so right now, Sha, 25 or 26.
For me, you because you ask because you answer a question.
25.
25.
So you know how Gen Z's are more like open now. Everybody's saying it's like they are more open about their sexuality, like whether they're bi, they're gay, whatever. What's your opinion about it? And then if your sibling a chance open up to you and tell you okay, I'm gay.
An adventure.
or adventure, what would you do? What would you do? Sure.
Are you asking me? I don't think I have, like I said before, I don't have a problem with it. I'm very indifferent about it. Reason being that I don't think I even have a reason. Like I just don't want, like, do what you
It's not
want to do.
affecting you.
Like it doesn't affect. Yeah, as long as I don't get affected, I'm fine. So yeah, like the sibling thing, I don't know how I would react. The same way I said, if my child told me or came out of the plane and said, I'm gay or I'm bi, I actually do not know what. I actually, for a long time, I will be very stumped. I won't have a reply for a long time till I finally decide on what I want to do.
Okay.
So, but personally, I don't have a problem with it. Do you enjoy your life?
So for me, I'm not exactly do you enjoy your life, but at the same time, I will not judge you. Now, an important information about me, how I see things, how I judge things. I'm Christian, I'm a believer, and for me, the manual of my life is the Bible. So whatever it is that the Bible says about life issues generally is my own final stance on it. However, I know that like people can be very, very weird and annoying and wicked to people that are bi, gay, or whatever, and it's not necessary. So personally, if I knew somebody around me, my sibling, that came out to me and said, oh, I am gay, right? Like you said, actually, I will be stunned because where is that coming from? However, like one thing I'm sure that I wouldn't do is judge you, because I know that judging you is not going to fix anything. It will rather like push you farther from me than I would want, right? So my own approach would be to definitely, while I am showing you love and I'm not judging you and everything, I'm thinking of ways to like help you understand your identity, help you understand why God created you the way God created you, because you didn't make a mistake by creating it that way. So if the world has now perversed your mindset about who you are and your identity as a person, then it's going to be like my responsibility at that, maybe not my responsibility, I would want to take it up as my responsibility at that time to see to it that okay, I get you to understand things differently, and I'll be praying for you on the side, because ultimately if it's a decision you have to make on your own, like okay, I don't want to do this or I want to do this, but I'm not going to judge. But if we talk about it like in the sense of maybe relating to millennials and Gen Z's, right, I think I've come to see that with Gen Z's, they are more vocal about these things, because like we already said from the beginning of the video, Gen Z's are rude, they don't care about you, so they are telling you, okay, this is who I am, if you cannot deal with it, rest. However, with millennials, we are more to a very large extent, a lot of millennials care about what people think, so they are not quick to, they don't want to talk about these things. Would they be doing it like low key? Probably, but they are not as vocal as Gen Z's. That's what I think.
I'm not going to judge, I'm just ask why. Like definitely there should be reasons why that is what you want to do. So many people make decisions and they have reasons for that decision. Like I can decide, okay, I want to get married now, and so many people like, why you want to get married at this age now? Why? Same goes to why are you bi? Why are you gay? Oh, that's what I like.
Why are you gay?
Why?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Sha. That's the whole idea of why. So, well, and okay,
I just want to ask this question.
if you found out your sister or your brother is gay, then you know we need the.
If you want to cast yourself, you might as well.
Yeah, just continue.
When it's time for marriage, yeah, when it's time for them to have their own kids and everything, and then they don't want to make it so public that they are gay, and then they come to you, oh sister, brother, we need, okay, for the females, your sister comes to meet you and she's like, oh, she needs your egg to reproduce. Do you understand my question?
I don't have eggs.
Your sperm.
Say that eggs.
Sorry.
For a minute, I was
I thought she was looking at you. I thought it was
yes, I was you. So I'm like, just your egg.
Sorry. You see what I'm saying? It's not. So
Okay, so
yeah, how like
I don't think my
considering-
sister will come and meet me for my sperm. I think she will probably meet someone that she thinks has potential, also like someone she likes. That
You know-
this guy has a good
Okay.
focus.
okay,
Give my child good
I'm
genes, it's
sorry.
fine. No,
If your brother comes to meet you, yeah, hold on. You know, when they asked you, when you were asked the question of, okay, well, if you found out your sibling is gay, this one down, you're like, you ask the question why, and if he gives this reason of, okay, he can actually confide in you. He finds you as someone, okay, I can go and meet my sister. She's actually not going to make it. So yeah. So how would you react if he comes to meet you for something like that? Your egg.
In my opinion, that's very you're my brother.
Yeah.
So you want me to bear your child.
when you dip it, you don't. It doesn't really sound.
you're sure. I don't know why
Okay,
you
you
are.
want exactly.
No,
Okay, no,
no.
that's how I see it.
No, so
This is
are you
incest.
saying that the brother now? Brother already has a partner,
Yes.
so technically it's not his own sperm that's going to fertilize her egg.
Yeah, the other partner.
I'm not party to that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
So
I'm
you
not
now
judging you.
get it.
I'm not judging
So
you,
it's
but I'm
not
not
the
doing that.
sister's egg you're going
I'm
to
not
fertilize
interested.
Oh,
with
okay.
the other person.
So now have we thought about it?
Yes, I'm not. I'm not.
She's not
interested.
interested. She's not doing this. We don't do so.
I'm not going to condemn you.
It's more like you don't like it.
It's not like I don't like it.
I
now.
don't want to do
it
it.
in my egg.
Yeah,
now.
I don't want to do it.
It's not my egg.
Why?
Now you
You're laughing. Oh,
That's not
right.
because no,
No,
she said she won't judge if. So
that's
and
what
you
I'm
ask
saying.
and you ask why? Why are you gay? Why are you this? I'm asking you.
Like,
Why would you help?
if they give you valid
Why
reasons,
don't you
like, here's
tell
why.
So the thing is, like I said before, the fact that I'm not judging you does not mean I'm in support of what you're doing.
Exactly. Yes.
Like I don't support what you're doing. That's why I said.
What you mean?
See, no. That's why I said.
Different. As long as you're doing your thing.
For me, I'm not indifferent. I'm bothered, but I'm not going to ostracize you. I'm not going to make it seem like you've done the yes. I'm not going to make it seem like you've done the worst thing on earth. Like I said, I will ask questions.
So it's something you don't like.
Yeah.
So it's something you don't like.
She's not sure where she is. She's in the
No, I'm not sure where I am. Hello, I'm very sure where I am.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Okay, so you don't like
But I won't
Yes,
judge
but
you.
I won't judge you.
That's the thing.
And I will find a way to make you realize why you shouldn't be doing that.
So you don't
But then if you decide to continue with
It
that,
no concern me. God be
then
with you, love
do
and
your
light.
thing.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay, popular opinion. I mean, we're not giving a popular opinion, but what are like most of us in our generation, like Gen Z, most of us we might not kids. But it might say that we don't want to have kids in the future. And
Kids or marriage. You don't want to get married or you don't want to have kids. But
kids, I'm not sure about the marriage. See, I don't even think about that serious to want to marry. You don't understand commitment when you're not feeling that deep.
Because
Some
we are
of us do,
not
some of us we don't do. But anyway, what's your thoughts about having kids? You want to have kids in the future? Do you think what's your thoughts on this?
no, ask the question.
Do you think you'd be a liberal-minded parent or like you be? No, don't do that. Do this, do that.
So
You've asked 3 things.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, I want to get married. Yes, I want to have kids. Will I be liberal? I think I would, to an extent. Like to an extent where it doesn't affect. Like if the decision you're making is not going to affect you negatively, then yes, do as you please. But if it's going to affect you and then in turn affect us as a family, then I'm sorry about
For me, I love romance. So I'm pro marriage, I'm pro love, and all of that.
Do you have a boyfriend now?
Why is that a topic of
No,
discussion?
so that you want to have marriage, you want to have kids.
Someone
That's
can
not
shoot
anybody.
their
I
shot or
don't
comment
care.
section.
Exactly. So let us.
Your target audience. I what? They're my kids. I'm gonna mama.
Gen-Z. No.
Someone like you could be watching.
Exactly.
Someone like me is how.
Fumi knows people. Though.
You guys, let's leave my relationship life out of it, can we?
You have a
Thank you.
relationship like.
What's your business?
Please answer the question. Don't
Okay,
mind me.
Thank you. Answer my question.
What question?
Oh, the actual question.
Yes. No. Okay, so me, I want to get married. I definitely want to have kids, but I believe strongly that both marriage and having children, they are serious.
It's hard work.
It's hard work. It's a huge responsibility, and it should not be taken with levity, right?
Exactly.
So, however, I'm of the opinion that not everybody has to get married. Not everybody needs to get married.
Yes.
Not everybody needs to have kids. Like you do not. If you want to groom something, they are cats, they are dogs.
But
you don't have to.
But you said your manual of the Bible is the manual of.
Yeah, but the Bible did not force us to give birth.
No, the Bible says we should give birth.
No, the Bible says be fruitful and
No, the Bible
multiply.
says we should actually get married and be fruitful and multiply. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So if your manual of life is the Bible,
Okay.
why are you now?
Do we want to go through
open?
theology?
No, hold
Wait.
on. Let me finish asking the question.
Okay, sorry.
If your manual of life is the Bible, why are you now saying not everybody has to get married, not everybody has to have kids?
Okay. So to answer his question, when the Bible says when the Bible said be fruitful and multiply, it wasn't referring to children. Like as human beings, as believers, we are supposed to multiply in every facet of our lives, right? We are supposed to dominate in every facet of our lives. That's about that, right? In relation to children, if you don't the same Bible that all of us want to analyze now.
No,
So wait,
no,
wait,
just
now.
ask.
I
like,
know, yeah, I'm answering.
Yeah, okay.
So let's talk about two people in the Bible. Number one is the main guy, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He never got married. Wait, now.
No, the man was young. He was 33.
No, then we have Apostle Paul. He never got married as well.
That guy already gave marriage advice.
Oh my God! Can you let me finish?
No, that guy broke up. Make I tell you why. Make I tell you why the guy broke up. Because he was up and down giving marriage advice, and he never got married.
That same Paul, he said it in the Bible there that if you don't want to get married, you can actually choose to not stay married. But is there? But we'll open scripture when we're done. But the condition, like he further explained and said that if you are going to do this and you will stay unmarried, right? Or if you decide that you want to stay unmarried, you must realize and remember you cannot fornicate. However, because we have, like, there's the flesh that needs to be satisfied, right? You should, like, that was the condition he gave, like, okay, for the sake of you not falling into sin, get married. So I believe that has answered our questions as to whether or not, like, the Bible does not say by force, by fire. The most important thing, like, God wants for us is to, exactly, the Bible does not force anything on anybody. So that's why I said some people might get married, some people do not have to get married. However, if you choose to get married and have kids, you must realize that it is a huge responsibility. You are grooming a child into an adult that will be functional in the society. So don't raise a child, don't raise a person that's going to add to the dysfunction in society. Make it a point of responsibility to yourself that whoever it is that I'm going to give to the society, this person has to make people's life better. Not like you are adding to the cycle that's already going on in the society and then leading to a lot of broken people. So I'm also at the point in my life where I am reconsidering, like, taking certain, like, I'm open to the option of not taking certain career will I say options? Yeah, certain career paths, if it will not give me time to raise my kids the way I would want to raise my kids. This is not saying that I'm going to be a full housewife and not do anything. No, I'm just saying that whatever it is that I'm going to do must give me the flexibility to raise my children the way I want to raise my children. So I don't know if I've deviated from the whole Gen Z and
she has deviated.
Will you guys ask me questions?
So sorry, I have a question for you, Gen Z. Like, why do you guys think you can't, like, a lot of you will not get married or have children?
I want to marry a child. I want to get married.
I said you,
but
generation.
Okay, our generation. I'm not serious. And we think that, so I think most of us is like, I'm not finished taking care of myself. Let me take care of another human being. Like, it's not in our, maybe 5 years from now or 10 years later, from now, people start thinking about giving birth. But right now, I don't think anybody's saying it.
No, obviously,
like,
it's not in your plan now.
No, it's not even like in the plan now. Like, where our head is at now is like, me, I'm not sure I want to give birth. Like, do you get?
Yeah, but so
it's like maybe 5 years down the line, our mindset will change or something in our heads.
I think what is asking. So the thing with us millennials is this: most of us, at least to the best of my knowledge, most of us have always probably had it in mind, like had it in mind that okay, we'll get married at some point in our lives, we'll have kids. But with you guys, you are already having the mindset that you don't want to get married and have kids. But if it happens to change later, okay.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if we change it.
Yeah, so why do you already have that now? That's the question.
Where did you think when you were young that you wanted to born baby? Now this world is too hard. I want to be a baby girl for life. To enjoy life.
No, I actually do understand where they are coming from. So, like you said, it's hard work. It's what's that word you used? Yes, it's a responsibility.
You cannot finish it and say you're not doing it.
And the thing about it is, like, having kids and marriage and going to marriage, like, there's no manual. Nobody wrote anything like that. Everybody's living on vibes and inshallah. I'm hoping that what they have done works, basically. So it's just God and us.
And is how you said,
and
like,
winging it, basically.
At every, like, slight inconvenience, want to leave.
Yes,
There's
GenZ.
Inconvenience.
Tenacity in the words of ᵃᵐᵒ.
There are inconveniences in this marriage thing, in this everything. It's not like normal relationship that 5 minutes, if I go, I'm not going to come and go.
But do you believe people fall in love and fall out of love?
Oh, yes,
Absolutely.
No, but for you people, it's not falling in love or falling out of love. You people just don't have. You cannot like. What's that word?
Endurance.
Exactly, endurance.
Well, I
It's not
believe
about
that-
falling up. So that means if you are dating and I find you now, you are falling out of love and you have grown. That's how you should live love. Just like that.
Slight inconvenience.
And so we're all on the same page on that part. Like on that.
Are we really on the same page?
How?
Yes, they agree that
Okay.
they don't have the endurance and tenacity. That's always the hard work. I love it. I love the work.
And I don't want to remind us on our seriousness and stupidity. Yes, I'm a Gen Z, but at the same time, I just have to,
He does not like us. No, but I don't think
There's
that
this
was
friend
that
I have.
serious. Like, I don't
Yes, there's this friend I have. I said this in the other video that there's this friend
here.
I have.
Yeah. Watch it.
They are in this relationship because they're just counting years. They're just counting years. I have this friend that they're in their relationship because they're counting years.
Counting is like how. Like,
Oh, we're now 3 years. Oh my
Oh.
god.
That's what's getting them
We're now,
going.
but at the same time, the girl has someone else, and the guy has someone else.
You didn't know? Like the both of them know.
No, they don't know.
Oh. How do you know those?
Because I know both of them.
Oh, okay.
So we're not that serious. And that's
Yeah.
why I don't think it's like,
Let's be
So-
serious.
so
So
the
they will
thing
not be
is-
insulting us, you know. Let's be proud of what we're saying. Let's not.
See, the thing is, me, I even respect, like, if you can identify that I don't have the mental bandwidth, I don't have the strength, I don't have anything it takes to nurture and raise a child properly, and because of this, I don't want to do it, I respect you 100. The ones that irritate my spirit, soul, and body are people that say, oh, I can do this, and then you end up having kids, and you don't be like, you just do rubbish. So why that? I think that's why I respect you guys.
But those that think that they'll say, oh, they can do it, they might think, oh, something they can do. And like you said, some parents they nurture children in the right way, but the children, oh my god, they don't collect. They don't collect manner. Oh, record.
Okay.
They don't collect the manner. You understand? So it's not like some parents didn't, or some didn't nurture their children in the right way. It's just most times the children are the ones that usually. And about okay, you said the Bible is the clinical we follow, yes, of your life. And if you know you can't get married and have children or all those kinds of that kind of thing, do not fornicate. We have those that are already fornicating. They're already fornicating, and they're already going out of the manner of life. I just feel sometimes.
Where's the year manner of life?
Because I talked about manner of life.
No, did you say manual? She said manner.
I said manner.
I said manner.
Yeah.
Manner. But see, manner of life. Right manner of life. That I'm not saying rubbish. I know what I said. Like they're already going against the right manner of life. Yes. I just feel in this thing we should not put anything Bible, because we have
really.
yes.
No, give your reason actually.
We have lots of people that are watching this and they are already going against whether Gen Z, whether millennial, whether great grandfather, greatest. They've already gone. Like they're no longer the Bible. See, I just see. Oh my God! I just feel like the Bible shouldn't even be brought in this, because if it's like that, there are so many things we've said that is just based on normal human life and not about age or anything. But it's because we are talking about, we're just trying to have differences between Gen Z and millennial. It's so many
Yeah,
ways.
but she's giving her opinion on
Our own.
Yeah, so she's not on her own.
I'm not fussy.
When I was listening at first, it's not like you're forcing anybody. When I was listening at first, it felt like you are saying it for people to hear. No, and I'm saying the way I read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm not saying that it's not. It's actually good because
I
you're
get
saying,
you.
yeah, you're saying how you see it, but there are so many people that is not how they see it. They are already seeing it.
We have played it.
Yes, but I'm just saying that at the same time, there are so many things that
age.
age doesn't even actually matter. It's just human, the normal way people think is right.
But when you say that there's some things that age doesn't really matter, what are you like? Can you give context? I don't understand.
Attitude, the rudeness, the
So
slight
anything you're chatting
inconvenience.
about, all of us, like,
Yes.
we are the same way.
Definitely now, like
Yeah.
I think we've identified this from the beginning. Maybe we've not
No,
said in this
we've not
particular
said it in
video.
this one.
No, but everybody,
But
like,
said
see,
it.
everybody, like, we all have our bad sides. We all have things that are common to each of us. The rudeness that you are saying, there are definitely millennials that are rude. We can be rude to people that deserve rudeness and everything. But I think when some are more prominent in a generation, then that's what they're identified by. The same way you say that we are old, like we like to act a certain way, and we said you guys are, yeah, it's valid. Do you understand? So we're not negating anything. I'm not saying this person does not do this. We're just saying the prominent things in each of these generations.
Okay, so thank you for your.
Is that all?
That's not all. I asked a couple of friends to send me questions, and then one person said, "You put things that were millennials think we're lazy, and in her opinion, she's a Gen Z. She thinks that people are just used to hardship trauma. You just have hardship trauma. Your life will stop for you where you want. That's why you think that we're lazy. Do you think it's true? Do you agree with that?
I sort of kind of agree. So I'm not going to. So I agree that yes, I agree on both things. You guys are lazy, and we are also facing hardship trauma. A lot of, you know how there's a way we will go to, I don't know, like, you know how they say you have to work hard to do that. You don't get to, how do I put it? I'm looking for the right words. People are not actually, life is lazy. People just don't. It's the same thing. I think it still takes us back to the inconvenience thing. You cannot get to getting, like, you cannot get it. You cannot push
You guys don't
yourself
persevere.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know me, I don't know English, so. Yeah, no perseverance.
So you agree with me?
Yeah.
You also agree that it's just hardship trauma you're used to.
I can't say it's just.
Me, I agree, Sha.
I know. I mean, I don't
know about just.
we have
but we have
exactly.
hardship
Yes, we
trauma.
have that, but it's not just that, because me, I personally believe that there are certain laws that guide life generally. If you want to eat, you can't work. Like where you sow, you reap. Even though sometimes there's luck, there's chance, there's grace, and some things just align. But I believe that where you need to put in the work, put in the work. So our own putting in the work, is it as a result of hardship or trauma or a good chunk of it? Yeah, I can say that. But there's also the part of, okay, it's just normal things in life. You should do these things. But that's where you guys now like lack in a sense. So you guys are not ready to go through hardship. At the same time, you are not saying that there's a certain level of perseverance, endurance, tenacity that is required for you, and consistency that is required for you to.
At this point, there has to be.
It has to be. I think that has to be the title of this video or something.
Exactly.
So
Gen Z and tenacity.
fair. So I feel like that's the. I've lost my train of thought, but you get what I'm saying.
Like, give people
Which
now.
generation is morally declining, and why do you think so?
Like this is taking us. Like this is the reason.
This is like
for-
the last one. Just
Yeah, we're saying like it takes us back to every other thing we said. You people do have manners. So obviously you're morally decadent. I mean decadent. Yeah?
Go on. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
That's all I have to say actually. You people are just more, I don't know, the things that you people are doing, like when I hear the things that you guys are doing now, the guys, when we were your age, we were not doing these things. Your people are taking hard drugs, like people are taking, people your age in 1980 are taking cocaine now. They are doing rituals, exactly, like when our own set people started doing things like that,
they are probably in their late 20s.
You are doing it. You had which 17-year-old
yeah.
girlfriend for money and something, 3 boys like this. Like you hear it and you're like, oh no, what's 17? How? And I think it's getting worse as 17.
Yeah. I think that's why it's very scary having kids. Because it's one thing for you to even say that, oh, you are training your children right. It's another thing for them to associate with other people's children in school and then they influence them. Exactly. But yeah, about moral decadence. Obviously Gen Z.
What's your own answer?
Obviously Gen Z. Because I mean,
hello, that's the word. These are all really fucking.
Yeah, what's the answer?
You don't have an answer. You, Fumi, what's your answer? So you agree with us?
I actually agree.
I'm glad that
we've lost, as a society, I think we've lost values. I know, like, with our parents and us in a sense, they allowed culture and what will people say, guide a lot of things when grooming us, right? But in the bid to fight that, this generation has now gone to the other extreme.
Exactly.
So there's like at the moment there's no balance.
So yes. Okay.
So you're saying that the what people say can actually help us?
It did not help because in a way it helped curb certain things, but in a way it did not help because let's say career-wise now, things that you would have wanted to do and you would have tried. I think it's really career-wise. That we can say that it didn't. Yeah, maybe. Can say it didn't help. Maybe at the moment that's the only thing I can say it didn't help because your parents will be like, what will I say to my friends that you are doing? Yeah, so career-wise and I think relationships, marriages, like a lot of women were not able to leave abusive relationships because I mean you can't go back to your parents. You can't. Your parents say, what would I tell you? What would I tell you? So you like a lot of people were like, what will people say? Yeah. Even people themselves, like even the abusee herself or himself cannot relate to relationship because of what people say. So that's why I said that's where you people's this thing that you people have will actually help this your no tenacity. Like you people like if you see abuse, you are gone. People are not going to waste time. So like yeah, like it has its pros and its cons.
Okay, so sorry. Do you have anything you want to tell us? Like what you want to tell Jeff? He's like, oh my god, don't do that, do this, do that.
Can you stop doing this?
But you're doing it now.
No.
Do you have anything you want to tell this older people that you stop doing?
Keep being the bad girl that you are.
They keep being there. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, what's the advice you want to give us?
No, I actually don't have any advice for you guys. I just, like she said, actually.
Keep being the bad girl that you are.
So, it will help people. All of your bad, all the things that we have classified as bad have their advantages and would help certain areas. And like the marriage thing, like living up, that's why I said they have.
You said all.
Okay,
most
some of
exactly
the things that we've noticed are being noted as bad. So yeah. Keep being the bad girl you are.
Okay, so I'll say fly as high as you want to fly. Don't let anybody.
With everything you have been saying, you should still be flying.
Yeah.
You should still be flying.
Where does your energy come from?
No. He said this. You are saying the same thing.
Okay, so let me explain myself. Right? If I say fly as high as you want to fly, right? See the sky that we use like the sky, literal sky as an example. fly within the confines of this earth, right? When you start overdoing it, it's where you want to leave earth and go into space.
But one day before, don't let them
they want to advise them. They're telling them that's what I'm explaining now. Like when it comes to you will have patience. When it comes to like your growth as a person, your career and all of that, like dream big. I think that's one thing I love about Gen Z a lot. You people dream and you dream and you go for what you want, and I love that so much. But then know when to in as much as you guys think that you know it all, right? Don't ignore the importance of having older people around you. Don't feel like, oh, these people are not in my generation, they don't know better and they cannot guide me. No. In as much as you are you want to do whatever thing you want to do, see yourself as a dog that has a leash, that has control. So even if you are straying, be cautious enough to be able to pay attention when you are being drawn back. Like, okay, you are going, I love that you are going, but you don't do so much. Come back a bit. If you have that mentality, right, you will do a lot of great things, right? Don't just say, okay, I can do anything, I can live life the way I want to live, nobody's controlling me, I own my life. Most times when you people do those things, you go overboard. So know when to stop, right? Enjoy your life, but if you know that whatever enjoyment that you're enjoying is at the detriment of something else in your nearest future, or even farther future, then is it really enjoyment or stupidity? So know where to draw the line. I think that's all I have to say.
So there was something that we didn't mention when they asked us one thing about that. What do we think about Gen Z's? You really think you are so wise,
bro?
Jesus Christ! You really think that you are like you know more than us? Which I actually agree. Like you people
knowledge.
Like you people,
they have knowledge.
Yes, exactly. So you guys, like she said, you guys have knowledge. Like you know, but then I think it gets.
But you don't have wisdom.
It gets to you, and then you people now feel that because of all this knowledge, nobody can talk to me. And that's what she said. Like again, there's one thing. Yeah, like she said, don't ignore the importance of older people in your lives, because what's that Yoruba proverb again? Somebody balash or something, cannot like his like your person. So like I didn't used to actually like that proverb until I got older. You get to realize that this advice that people have been telling you since that you have been ignoring, it actually does make sense. So as much as old people try to feel like, I am older than you, I want to control your life, or I need to control your life, or I want to impose my own way of life on you, or try to give you advice on everything. There are some things they say that actually do make sense. Like you can just, like they say, like my dad says, forget the messenger, just take the message. So, like just always be able to pick one or two things. Like they will always help. Small. For me, what do you have to say to us?
People, well, don't forget how important in your life. So I help you.
You make us broke. Yeah, I know I feel us.
Where? Who's they spend your money?
For now.
Even though. For now, nobody spending your money. You need us to spend your money, and then you can learn. From us. I don't know. Definitely.
Yeah, obviously.
But I feel like there's some people that always like, what can you teach me? Like they are not don't do anything. Blah blah blah. There are people like that.
What type of person is an intelligent person? So
you can learn from us.
Motivational speakers.
I think I always be a life coach.
Let's not discuss career choices.
Let's welcome Itoolu Olamide, motivational speaker.
Okay,
so it falls into the same shit.
Yeah, you don't forget our importance in your life. You know, we are very useful to you.
Actually, how? No, how? Actually, doesn't know.
How important to you? I don't know. You can learn stuff now. There are some things that times are changing. Obviously, you will not be like in tune. Say how?
No,
you
you're
said it
like,
before.
like, let us know in one way. How you
Times
find how you
are changing. You need to be like that. Know what's going on. Know what's going on.
Do you think
Okay,
we are staying stagnant?
This is what I'm saying. You're in the middle. Do you understand? You
No,
know
even
the
but even
so he has a young mind. Just so that we're clear, he has a young mind. He has that
I'm
advantage.
young.
No. So okay, he's one of the millennials that.
Like I said, you are old, but you like acting. You want to
no,
act.
that
He
was
does
not what you
actually
said
have-
before. What you said before was we are young but we like acting. Okay, what was
Exactly.
Is this the
No, she
It's
said
not the
it
same
of
thing.
them. She said it of them when he said young young pops. That
Yeah, you guys should actually follow my YouTube channel. I
Oh,
actually drop great
gosh.
content. No, honestly,
Nuggets.
nugget,
Nuggets of
wisdom.
wisdom.
I'm featuring the life coach, the motivational speaker on my next,
Okay.
next.
Okay, guys, with everything that we said, we shall try to find middle ground. I don't know if we found it, but we tried. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Like our video,
Comment.
I didn't answer
Comment.
one part of my question.
subscribe. So moving
One
on.
part.
Okay, if you're liberal, if you're going to be liberal minded, that time I'm good.
Yeah.
She's not going to be liberal minded.
No, I am. To one extent, like you said.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like this video, comment, share to your friends.
Share it,
family.
you guys.
Yeah, and comment what type of video you want to see next. Bye.
And let us know if you want to have us back.
And let us, you guys should also let us know if you don't like this channel, so you can come to my channel, Young Pops.
Bye. No.